moving, I've been shaking, going hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. My automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL. Right across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Will Fuller.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Michelle, his first carry. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt. Of 38 yards officially, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at about the 32. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing his lock on third down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That gain on third down, good for 28.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 33 and a first. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Munia. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
41-yard line.
Here's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And the Dolphins first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just heading straight.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Shewo Lanalua, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
on play action. Locke
at the 38-yard line.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
To number 80.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Savon Ahmed. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Tua going to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
How many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Locke going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that flag.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Locked and handed off here to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right
now. The Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Locke. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Block working out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Dolphins.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Vaughn. Miller, and it'll be a second and long.
Von Miller. A loss of 11 on the sack. It's second down.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And returning it, here's Hamler. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
34-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball. And
he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Brendan McManus lining up.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Mike Gesicki.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Dolphins.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability, and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020. Start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The tackle made.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Broncos' 2-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They give this time to the tailback. And this time he is in. Salvon Ahmed. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Dolphins 17. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a gain of 8.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line of
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.